So yeah, I missed this week's upload. So I just upload something then nothing. So I'll just continue the rest of the story, and here you go.
You think the mic's on now? You think?
Is it on?
I don't know.
It's on.
It's on. Okay.
So this week there was really nothing for me to show. Instead of like showing you this non-stop footage of me sitting in a box, I'm just gonna tell a story of how I peed myself in the first grade. Okay, so the story starts off in a little over 10 years ago. I was in first grade, and hold on, let me take my glasses off. Oh, okay. Back then, I was like a short Asian kid. I didn't have glasses yet, but during around that time, I had to go to the bathroom a lot when I was younger because of, I think I just had a weak bladder or something. First grade teacher's name was Miss Cook, and I don't think she understood when I needed to go to the bathroom. And like I would go to the bathroom constantly throughout the day. She felt like it was like I was intruding in her class lessons or whatever. In this particular day, it was middle of the day. I was in Spanish, and while I was in Spanish, I had a sudden urge to go. I raised my hand. I said, "Hey, Miss Cook, can I go to the bathroom, please? Like I'm really gotta pee right now." And like, you know, I did a little like hop everyone does when they gotta pee or whatever. Told me no. And then I think back then Spanish class now would take up a lot of time, so I would just constantly raise my hand and like, you know, do the hop and do the hop, do the hop. So, you know, I gotta pee. And eventually she would just not let me go. Like I had to pee, but she just would not let me go. As I'm sitting there in my seat, I'm like, oh my god, I can't go. And when finally the urge was too much, I peed myself sitting in my seat. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's pretty disgusting and all. As I was sitting there, like just peeing myself, sitting like in my own little pool of like piss. So eventually, like Miss Cook had to call the janitor in, and I was like sent down to like the nurse's office. As I'm walking down there, I'm just doing that little walk of shame where people can clearly tell I pissed my pants. Like it wasn't like a cool sight. It was not great at all. I mean, you know, back then as a first grader, I didn't really feel embarrassed because like when you're young, you really have like, you don't really know what's acceptable or whatever. As I was walking myself down to the nurse's office, I have like piss all over my pants. It's like everywhere. And before I even get to the nurse's office, as I'm walking there, my Miss Cook, she's holding my hand. She's like, "Ken, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know." And then like, as a kid now, I was like, okay, like no problem. But like now that I'm older and I look back at it, I'm like, Miss Cook, you did me dirty. Like, come on, man. I had cute girls I wanted to see. I get changed to the nurse's office, and eventually the nurse sends me back to the classroom. And as I get back to the classroom, I see that like the little seat I was sitting in, like all the piss is gone because it was all over the floor and all over my seat. Like I was leaking Niagara Falls. Like I hate to be that graphic, but yeah, I was. So yeah, I got back to the classroom and I just continued my day, and that was basically it. Now you know the story of how I pissed myself in the first grade. Yeah, I hope you liked this story, and see you next week.